Welcome to the Seattle Bird Podcast. I'm your host, Leo. This episode, our bird spotlight is on the European starling. According to All About Birds, starlings are chunky and blackbird-sized, but with short tails and long, slender beaks. In flight, their wings are short and pointed, making them look rather like small, four-pointed stars and giving them their name. At a distance, starlings look black. In summer, they are purplish-green, iridescent with yellow beaks. In fresh winter plumage, they are brown, covered in brilliant white spots. Common grackles look similar to European starlings, both being iridescent birds, but grackles have a few key differences. 1. Grackle beaks are dark, whereas European starling beaks are yellow. 2. Grackle legs are dark, while starling legs are pinkish. 3. Grackle eyes are yellow, while starling eyes are dark. Also, some blackbirds, brewers, and rusty, look similar to European starlings, but they are not iridescent like starlings. European starlings have the scientific name Sturnus vulgaris. Vulgaris, though sounding nasty, actually just means common in Latin. Sturnus is a small genus of starlings with only the spotless starlings, and our spotlight bird, the European starling. Starlings haven't always been in Seattle. They're actually an introduced species. The story, as listed on All About Birds, is a pretty crazy one. They state that, quote, all the European starlings in North America descended from 100 birds set loose in New York's Central Park in the early 1890s. Today, more than 200 million European starlings range from Alaska to Mexico, and many people consider them pests. I also checked the Smithsonian magazine, and they have an entire long story. The link is in the show notes, aka podcast description. This is a short summary. Once upon a time, there's this guy named Schieffelin, who belonged to a society that releases birds featured in Shakespeare plays into the wild. The society had been so far unsuccessful, but Schieffelin nevertheless released 60 European starlings into Central Park. Instead of dying in the sleet and snow, they took refuge under the eaves of the American Museum of Natural History and survived the winter. They went on to spread throughout North America. The bird calls were recorded in the wild by me and Brian. Researchers by me. Our sources for this episode are All About Birds in the Smithsonian Magazine. The audio editing is by me. The theme song is by Felix. I'm your host, Leo. Until next time.